Well, good morning, and welcome to Morning Gospel Fuel with Mr. G. It is Sunday, August 14th, the 20th Sunday of Ordinary Time, and the feast day of Saint Maximilian Kolbe. And he is one of the more popular saints. He was killed and martyred during World War II. He was a Polish Catholic priest and a Franciscan friar, and he volunteered to die in place of another man in one of the German death camps in Auschwitz. So he had a huge devotion to the Immaculate Virgin Mary. Then he also supervised a monastery near Warsaw, and he operated an amateur radio station just to help spread the faith. But anyway, he was with that, giving himself up for the man who had a family. The priest said, "I take me instead." So the Pope John Paul II, who canonized him in 1982, declared Kolbe a martyr of charity. So he is the patron saint of amateur radio operators, drug addicts, political prisoners, families, journalists, and then prisoners in general. And then Pope John Paul II declared him as the patron saint of our difficult century. Yeah. I wasn't around in the 1900s, I was, but not during World War I, World War II. But definitely a difficult century. And we'll see what this century has in store for us, or continues to have in store for us. Anyway, today's gospel is from Luke chapter 12, verses 49 through 53. Let's begin in the name of the Father, Son, and Spirit. Amen. I have come to set the earth on fire, and how I wish it were already blazing. There is a baptism with which I must be baptized, and how great is my anguish until it is accomplished. Do you think that I have come to establish peace on the earth? No, I tell you, but rather division. From now on, a household of 5 will be divided, 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. A father will be divided against his son, and a son against his father, a mother against her daughter, and a daughter against her mother, a mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. So Luke's gospel here is titled, Jesus, a Cause of Division. Now, it doesn't mean the chaotic division. It's talking about a division of truly pursuing Christ, of which Jesus understood and knows how difficult of a task that is, and that not all people are going to be, yearning and grasping and seeking Jesus Christ. He knew that the apostles were going to all get martyred. He knew the early Christians and their martyrdoms. He knew, even in today's modern church, the martyrdom, especially over in Africa, and then the underground churches in communist countries such as China and Vietnam, and these North Korea, all these places. Jesus knew it was not going to be an easy time to be a Christian. That's the division he's talking about. And that he wants your heart to be so fully attached to Jesus Christ at any cost whatsoever, whether that means a break in friendship, a break in some sort of relationship, a break in a family member. That's why he says, mother against daughter, father against son, the closest relationship. But we know, of course, that Jesus doesn't want to break down the family, but he does want us to pursue him, knowing our human weaknesses and our human pursuits that are not rooted in faith and virtue and truth, that we need to be the ones to stand above the crowd. So he's not wanting that division, because of course we know the breakdown of the family is a major issue that Jesus is not happy with. Then also, just in case you didn't know, like Diablo, or like devil, like Satan, part of that deriving of that word is division. So it's a completely different type of division. It's not like back in the day whenever the Protestant Reformation and everything divided amongst the church, and now we got 30, 40,000 plus Christian denominations. It's not that kind of division, but it's a division of truly pursuing the good, truly pursuing Christ at all cost, not being worried about what your friends, your family members, your closest people in your life might say about you. That's what Jesus is talking about. So, what is it in our life that we need to improve upon to try to keep climbing that ladder of faith, and just try to eliminate different sins in our lives, different habits, recreate new ones, be more disciplined, have accountability partners, whatever it might be. We all know, usually most of us know what our flaws are and what our sinful habits are and what we need to do about them, but it's just a matter of putting them into action. So what is it that we need to put into action to help grow as a person of faith and trust and hope in our God, who we hope to see as Jesus Christ incarnate someday in heaven? Have a good day. God bless. Keep it real. Amen. Father, Son, and Spirit. Amen.